basically, like in America, everything's like women are so hypersexualized here. Everything you hear, like women actually have shame in other countries, like not to like put pictures of themselves, revealing everything on their Instagram. Like there is a giant sway from like this culture having like modesty and just having like a healthy relationship with shame to this like shameless culture where like if you don't agree with everything that I want, it's because you're a terrible bad person. And it's like, no, sometimes you just have shit ideas. And like some of these girls, they're hoes and they're like, no, I'm just like a sapiosexual or whatever fucking crazy term they need to make up to like justify the fact that they just want to get fucked by a bunch of dudes. So the reality is like these girls, they want men to change. Getting the like problems with the dating culture off of my chest, it's that American women, their standards for men are way too high. And American men, their standards for women are way too fucking low.
You want to know why I feel like?
Who's the fault, though? Sorry, go on.
I feel like it's because women have become way more independent, and we feel as though we may not need that man in our lives that provides because we're providing for ourselves.
We became more selective.
Yeah, but how's that working out for these women who are like crying when they're on TikTok?
Happy. I don't know about you.
No, I'm not talking about you because you're happy and you're young and pretty now, but you're not gonna be young and pretty forever.
Thank you.
Like that's gonna disappear eventually.
I'm excited for the challenge of that.
No, you say that, but I don't think any woman looks forward to being older.
But you know, if men,
more wise,
I know that I say something that is banal, it's obvious, but it's men lowing down their standards.
Why are there younger men?
Well, no,
it doesn't need to be one or the other who is at fault for this.
No,
it's definitely both.
Everyone is.
But the problem is that this situation, men even contributed to create it.
Well, if women no. Women set the bar for sexual access. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Women set the bar for sexual access. Period. If every woman in America said, "I'm not gonna fucking have sex with a man unless he wears a suit," there would be fucking suits sold out across this nation. Every dude would be wearing a suit. No, like I mean anything, because women really do set the tone. Like guys, that's why there are simps right now.
But why
guys
are there younger men?
Just calm down. Let me make my point. Okay, that's why we have simp culture. Why women say, "I'm not gonna talk to you unless you give me $50."
I never said that. I will talk to you.
Yeah, but
I'm talking to
that's
Victor
your business
right now
model.
for free.
Okay, listen. I know. Just relax. That is your business model. That's a lot of OnlyFans girls' business
just
model.
Me right now.
Okay, they say to these guys, okay, you have to pay, then I'll talk to you. You have to do this, then I'll talk to you. So they set the standard. So the standard right now for dating is 100% due to women's actions. Oh. And the women are the ones giving out like it's fucking water. It's for free. And then that's what these guys are like, well, guess what? If a guy's, at the top of the totem pole too, and all these girls are just like easily giving him, why is he going to change? He's like, no, I'm not going to change. These girls give it to me within the first couple hours of meeting me.
And then you don't see the girl again. Like someone like me, you might not like see again because I don't give a fuck about you.
You would do that to me?
To you, Brian.
What the fuck?
Sorry, but
women
on
the table?
men are still those that decide that women have the power on sex over sex. It's still a thing that is decided
it's not really
by men.
Decision, it's just a reality.
I mean, not decided in the literal sense of the word, but in what I mean is that it's something that men contribute to create in a way.
Yeah, I would say like men definitely share culpability for casual sex being the norm, hookup culture being the norm now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't say that I have a solution for that, but I see that.
But the solution does have to start with women gatekeeping sex.
Yeah, they give it up so
easy. It does have to start there.
I really
but also to add more context, like think about
men, right?
what are the motivations for women who are giving
it
up too easy? What is going on in them, like psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, that makes them give it up so easy? And why are there some women who don't?
Well, because you have a whole culture.
There are a lot of men failing them. There are a lot of fathers
Yeah.
failing their daughters.
I agree. But when it comes back to that, then who's the one initiating these divorces in those broken households?
It doesn't necessarily even have to be a broken household. There are a lot of fathers who just emotionally fail their daughters and don't affirm them as they're growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bad for their confidence. I mean,
I'm sure that's a niche.
That's a very basic. I don't think it's a niche problem. I think it's a very widespread
It's a very
problem.
niche example, okay? But when you have the majority of households being destroyed in America by women initiating these divorces, and then what do typically? They divorce the father, and then they demonize the father to the kids every day, telling the kid, like, your dad was a bad guy, all this shit. And then they keep the kids, like 9 times out of 10, too, she's going to fight for custody. and she's going to want to keep the father away so she can have like more child support and all those things. So then on top of that, you have a woman who is a mother now keeping the kid away from the father as well. And then the kid thinks like, oh, my dad abandoned me. Then they have, you know, and then it's become daddy issues. Like it's a joke in America. Like, oh, why is that girl so easy? Oh, she has daddy issues, right?
I totally understand that problem, but then also look at the fact that people aren't even getting married anymore for the divorces to happen.
Right.
So
Because
there are a lot of deadbeat dads and deadbeat moms out there. I totally agree that what you just said is a problem.
Guys are not, the number one reason guys are not getting married is because the divorce laws are crazy. No guy wants to lose 50% of his stuff.
I don't think they're even thinking about it like that.
They are.
I don't think a lot of guys are even educated on that topic.
Women used to hold the bar. Women used to give sex.
Mary,
you said this. Women used to only give sex if the man would marry.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Then birth control came along.
Yep.
So now women are not holding the bar. And so men are getting the sex for free. So that's why men are not wanting to marry.
It's supply and demand. It's common market data.
So is it about divorce and courts favoring moms, or is
dropping
it
the ball
about women's standards being lower? Is it both?
I do want to say, and this is something, there are a lot of younger men here who want to date older women, and we haven't touched